The pace car is back out in front of the field here at Richmond. The Autolite Fram 250. We are under caution for the first time. A race for fourth gone bad.
Come off the corner. Sure looks like Greg Biffle gets in the back of the 43 car. Jay Sauter.
I would say so. It looked like the rear of the car came off the ground.
That's over in turn number 2. Only question remaining there was, did Sauter slow for some reason, causing Biffle to run into him? Jeffrey Bodine got knocked around in the aftermath.
Someone hit the 66 in the back, which caused him to spin on board with.
Nope.
No doubt about it. And this is Hank Parker Jr. That bumper that camera will never last tonight, I don't think.
Now, Benny, wasn't very nice.
I don't think that was a slam at Hank. I think that was a slam at having the camera in the nose of a car at a short track.
Anybody's car, that's right.
Okay.
Jeffrey Bodine is on pit road. Jason Rudd is pitted. Jay Sauter has taken his car to the garage. As you look down on the Richmond International Raceway.
66 probably going to need some rubber. He left most of it off of 2.
Got right sides on his last pit stop. Sped off the pit road to keep from getting put a lap down. He'll get his lefts here and stay on the lead lap. And the field's gotten the signal, one more lap. And we go back, green flag racing. Here's our Wendy's race menu. What's upcoming in our continuing coverage of the race for the championship on TNT and NBC tomorrow night. The NASCAR Winston Cup Series Chevy Monte Carlo 400 with the Looney Tunes. Jeff Gordon won the pole in qualifying earlier today. You'll see that one at 7:30 Eastern Time from here in Richmond. And then our encore Monday at 11 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on TNT. Marty?
Jay Sauter behind the wall. You started 4th, had high hopes, and obviously you got some help there. Did you and Biffle have a run-in before that?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've raced with Greg a lot, and his elevator don't quite always get to the top floor. I don't know what he was thinking so early on. We'll just get her fixed and get back to racing.
21 laps in, guys, already. The tempers are flaring. Jay Sauter behind the wall with a lot of work to do as we get ready to go back to green on the racetrack.
Kevin Harvick, a quick look inside of Spencer for second.
Well, I know about that. BP, your elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. but I enjoy working with you. But
well, thank you very much. Yeah.
Got to take the stairs that last flight.
And Hornaday takes that spot away from Biffle. I'm surprised that Biffle did not stop and at least check over the damage from the contact they made with the wall the last time, or early on in the race.
Dave Burns.
Alan and Benny, they talked about it, but they got reassurance from car owner Jack Roush, who could see the right side of the car. He said, don't be alarmed when that comes in, because you do have some damage there. You might want to pull it out a little bit, but they decided it wasn't severe enough to do anything about it right now. Greg reports the car is a little bit tight through the center and coming off the corner, but pretty good getting in.
Biffle right now running in 5th position, having lost a spot to Hornaday there a minute ago. And right side doesn't look all that bad from here. Jason Keller trying to pick up 10th spot from Kenny Wallace. Keller in the 57. And right behind him, and Benny rather, it's Jeff Burton coming fast. He's up to 12th.
And Jason Keller in that 57 is a guy that really runs around, gets around this racetrack well as Jeff Burton, right, Matt?
Benny, you're exactly right. If you look at a driver, Jeff Burton is a master at trying to dial in an ill-handling race car to make it a winning race car. Over the radio during that caution, he told his crew chief, Tommy Morgan, he took 4 rounds of rear brake out. He says the car is finally loose. It's been tight all weekend. He has 2 wins here in his last 6 starts, and they feel confident this car could go to victory lane again tonight. It's on the move.
Just took 11th from Kenny Wallace, started 21st. Nemechek and Ryan Newman again.
Now that's a real shock. Those 2 guys would be running side by side.
You
you wonder why Joe can't just get it done, but the problem when you run down on that bottom line, getting off the corner, you got to pinch the car. So it slows the car down on the exit. That's why Joe's having such a hard time getting by Ryan, because Ryan's taking up his racetrack right there.
Rich Bickle having a solid run. 59 car. He's in 8th spot. There's a team that could use something good to happen for them tonight.
Boy, the 59 car?
Yeah. That
is true.
Only 3 top 10 finishes the whole season for that team. Dave?
Well, Alan, I talked to the team just before the race, and you know that list of fines that you talked about? Well, Bickle was involved in that. He got hit in the pocketbook last week in Darlington. The team said, you know what? We think that kind of fired him up. He had a great qualifying run, and they have a great race setup.
Hey, see, Joe got loose there getting off the corner, and that gets back to having that car pinched down. You got that steering wheel turned way down to the left. You're trying to get off the corner, and what happens, all of a sudden that thing catches a bite in the front and makes the car loose getting off the corner.
Well, looky here. Jimmy Spencer, that one car, has caught the 10 of Jeff Green. And right now it's holding Spencer up, but not long. Oh, some damage to the left rear.
He hit him.
He hit him. But did something? No, I guess not.
That shouldn't have slowed him down, though, like that.
And the amazing thing is, how did he hit him that hard and not upset the car?
So Spencer goes to the lead. Green back to second. He managed to fend off Harvick for now.
And here comes Matt Kenseth trying to take over, and does take over the 6th position. Matt Kenseth started 16th.
Look at Kevin Grum underneath Kenny Wallace, and for a minute, Jeff Burton.
And that's the car, the 37. That's the one that all those guys were talking about in the garage area, being really, really good.
Let's go back and take a look at that pass for the lead. Reactions?
Jeff Green was off the throttle. Did you see the blue flame out the exhaust pipe?
Yep.
That only happens when you're off the throttle.
So for whatever reason, he had to wait on it longer than Spencer was expecting?
Yeah. I think he got back on it and for some reason jumped back out, and that's when Spencer ran in the back of it.
The car might have got tight or something getting off that corner. That's why he had to get out of the gas.
Now, damage like that on the left rear corner of a car at a 3/4 mile track. This is a tweener, this track. It's not a real tight bull ring like, say, Bristol is, but it's not a super speedway either.
What did you call it?
A tweener.
A tweener.
An in-betweener. We'll add that to the dictionary of words.
I guess I'm surprised at you, Alan.
How much do the aerodynamics factor in? Is that going to cause Jeff Green a big problem?
I don't think any. That's not going to affect his car handling whatsoever. That's just for show. What you think, BP?
Oh, yeah, that's not going to hurt anything at all.
Dave, what's the team think?
Well, another word you don't hear a lot is rosy, and that's what Jeff called the car early on. It was a little bit free, a little bit loose getting into the corner. But now, since the incident with Spencer, he's reported that, just as you said, a little tight off the corner, just as you said, Wally. So apparently that was what conditioned the car that the car was getting to when Spencer made the pass.
Leaders caught the tail end of the field, into some traffic now.
And I tell you, these guys are really running hard. See those brake rotors, how they're glowing red, getting down in the corner?
Let's drop back and check on this race for 7th. Ryan Newman and Rich Bickle. Check this out.
I saw that smoke a moment ago and thought someone had blown up.
See, all Bickle did, he ran down in there hard, and that car just slid up the racetrack just a little bit, and that's what happens.
So Jimmy Spencer is now out in front here at Richmond. We'll come back in a minute on TNT. Richmond International Raceway and the NASCAR Busch Series 250 lapper. Tonight it is race 26. 8 left to go in the season. and you're watching it live on TNT. We check the NASCAR Busch Series Championship standings from AC Delco. Kevin Harvick's lead tonight, 316 points over Jason Keller. And again, that with 8 races to go in the season. Harvick's got to basically drop out of a couple of races early to get Keller and the rest of them back into it.
Before this thing is any kind of contest at all. Meantime, Shane Hall, the 63 car, about to go a lap down to Jimmy Spencer. He does.
Spencer's also overtaken Shane Huffman, Jason Rudd. The Jeff Falk car has gone a lap down. Ken Alexander's been lapped. Brad Baker has been lapped. The only car out of the race right now is Jay Sauter. He's behind the wall, though not officially reported out of the race yet. Here's 5th place.
This is a guy that's on the move. The 17 car, Kenton, goes on the inside of Biffle, takes a spot away. And as I said, the 17 car started in 16th, put him in 5th.
These guys have been working on each other for some time now. And, you know, Biffle got into the 0-2 back there, and I know he didn't do it on purpose, and he actually checked up and let Ryan gather it up and then take another run at him. But in the meantime, that 9 car's coming.
And as he sits there watching these two guys side by side for about 20 laps in front of him, what's he thinking? Burton.
He's hoping that one of these guys will make the move, so by the time he gets there, he's got a clean racetrack.
Trouble, turn 1.
Wow.
Big crash.
Kelly Dent
in the 54, Brad Baker in the 28. And Baker will be wise to park that thing and get out of it. And
he's trying.
Jimmy Spencer slows down, allows a couple of guys to get a lap back, coming to the caution flag.
At least the flames have vanished in the crash over between 1 and 2. I never see Kelly Denton, both the cars getting out.
A couple of Tennessee boys involved in the mix-up. Both of them from the Bristol, Tennessee area, matter of fact. See the Hans device there on Baker's helmet as he peels it off.
Actually, there's a little fire still going on in the front of those cars.
Yeah. Kelly's up there keeping an eye on things.
Let's take a look at what happened.
There's a 28 car on the outside of Lyndon Amick and Ken Alexander on the inside. And
Kelly just touched the back of that bumper getting in the corner.
Wow, look at that.
That's a lot of fire.
Leaders are on pit road. Marty.
And Jimmy Spencer is here, Alan. They will take 4 tires. They will make no adjustments. He's a little tight into the corner, but they're very happy with the chassis right now. Again, no adjustments to Dave Burns.
Second place, Jeff Green is in. They were loose. They're going to make a wedge adjustment, and they're also going to make an air pressure adjustment. Kevin Harvick, the 3rd place car, he was tight, and they're going to make an air pressure adjustment to the right front tire. Green wins the dash off pit road. Let's go to Matt.
And Jeff Burton is already down and away. They made a 1.5 round down change on the track bar, and they also adjusted both left side tires a ½ pound with air pressure. Remember, he said his car was loose.
So Jeff Green gets the lead back on the exchange of pit stops from Jimmy Spencer. We're under caution for the 2nd time here at Richmond.